Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, description. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Cactus Media X or Arizona Cactus Football League's consent is prohibited.
And welcome to Season 2, Episode 14 of AzCFL iNTEL. This is the show that bridges the gap between the members, the players, the fans, the family, the coaches of the AzCFL with the media. I'm your host, Jesse Burke, and it's super excited tonight because, again, we got a 2-for-1 sale as we have Robert BLEAU and BJ Harris from the Arizona Hawks. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So it's crazy to say that the regular season is the end of it is upon us this week. 10 weeks, entering week 10, man, after COVID, like you said, last year, pulled the rug from under us, and we didn't know when we were going to get back, and then to be able to come back and complete almost two of last year's seasons, if you count the time. We're back, and it's very exciting stuff. It's very special because I get a chance to meet a new player, new face, new team as the season rolls. So get into it, man. Tell me about the Arizona Hawks, the history in the AzCFL, and the years in the Arizona semi-pro leagues, as there's a plenty here. But yeah, first tell me about the Hawks, and then we'll get to your guys' football careers.
For starters, it's like I got to thank Ryan Kelly because I bought them from him and just brought them back. Like he just had the uniform sitting. I was like, I'm gonna bring them back, and whatever I've been planning to bring a team together for like the last couple of years. So I was like, oh, why not? And I reached out to BJ here, and he was like, I'm rocking with you. Let's go ahead and make it happen. And then Chris Brooks, that's like my guy, my head coach, and my co-owner. Like without him, he's the brains behind it all. I'm just the face. So any success you see with that, that's kudos to him. But yeah, I just said, why not? Go ahead and pull it together.
Okay, and then you said they had history and stuff like that. When were the Hawks originally started?
I think 2017 or 18, right? In the GFL is what it was, and then they ended up like folding mid-season or whatever, some issue. But they were around for actually a couple years before that. Like 2016, Ryan was trying to get it to be like a traveling team.
Okay.
For the fall, and then if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that. But
you know more than I do,
right? And then he ended up folding up shop, whatever, just missing this commitment from players didn't last, and so other than that, that's really it on them. I think they made it to like week 4 or week 5, if I'm not mistaken, and then he just pulled the plug on it and said screw it, because he wasn't going to take no BS from the players not paying. So.
I got you. So when you talk about purchasing a team from him, is it did he kind of set off into the dust, or is he still involved?
Well, truthfully, I just kind of hit him up randomly because I was looking for a team, and I didn't want to do a whole new mock-up and create just brand new from scratch, new logo, all that. So I started looking into some teams that I could have maybe bring back. There was even talks of trying to bring back the Wolf Pack with Chris Brooks, but I reached out to Ryan just to see if he still had them, and he's still had all this, some of the stuff. Some of the other players got some bags and other jerseys. That's the reason why we don't have the green jerseys this year.
Okay.
And he sold them to me, and then it's go ahead and have at it and help me. He walked me through a lot of it too, the nonprofit stuff and whatnot. It was real cool. Because truthfully, like I said, it's his copyrighted team. When he could have said no, he was right. Bring it back, and he let me. So it's shout out to him for that.
Definitely. So then you talked about they came from the GFL, which is I believe the Gridiron Football League.
Yeah.
Out here, tell me about how did you get to the AzCFL and they didn't make you just start back in the GFL or the AZDFL? What was that process like?
I don't know. Could you repeat that real quick? Because that was.
I'm sorry. Did you
Because I didn't have really any in the GFL at the time. I had no
connections
with the
right
Hawks.
there? Okay.
No, I actually was with the Reapers then.
Oh,
and I
okay.
actually played in the AzCFL with the Dragons. The Hawks, I just seen them, and I knew Ryan because him and Darion reached out to me about playing for the Hawks at the time. and I played with the Reapers instead. And
I
it's
got
like
you.
kind of random. I brought the Hawks back like to the AzCFL. I was planning to bring a team. I was like,
Oh,
so like, they
okay.
had no association with each other.
I got you.
And at the
Okay.
time, Matt was actually the owner of the Spartans in the GFL. So this is way like a couple years or a year before the CFL was even around.
For sure. So this, then, BJ, tell me, before the Hawks, who were you with?
The Reapers.
You were
Yeah,
with the Reapers. Okay.
We were the first year team. That was me, Rob. There's a few of us out there.
Yeah, like the original,
Yeah.
like 12, 13, 14 of us that just suited up and played everything.
Okay.
I was actually with my body on the line double time because I was with the Dragons and Reapers. I'd have 2 games in one day.
Shout out to Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler, that's my guy. That's actually my cousin. He's like my family.
Yeah, he's doing a great thing over there. And,
Yeah,
love
no,
to see it.
I'm proud of him. Like it's all love. Like,
Most
if it-
wins in franchise history, and
Yeah.
definitely, progressing, and that's the idea behind, growing a team, as you know. So, with the getting like a familiar family to a new team, you said he hit you up, or you hit him up, and you guys have a good connection. Take me to before you guys became, business partners and teammates again. Tell me your individual football careers. Where are you guys from? Arizona? Where'd you play high school? That type of
I
stuff.
played, so out here, I went to Centennial High School. I did my freshman year at Moon Valley, moved to Georgia, came back sophomore year, went to Centennial, finished out there. This is the 2009 I finished. We were 30-0, so last year 7, 8, 9, and undefeated in state. And then like that was it for Arizona. And like as far as all the stuff that I played out here, it was just pretty much high school. And then my brothers used to play in Copper State. I was looking
Oh
for
man,
Copper.
that's a long time ago. I was
so,
young.
like,
I was
that's-
young then.
That's pretty much how I really got put on to like the semi-pro thing. I just started Googling, looking around, for like stuff you could play after high school, and then I came across the AzCFL, and then hopped up in there on a new team. I my first year in there, I think I was on like the Villains. They were like we got like a few players. It wasn't even that much. But
Okay.
we went through the whole season though.
Iron Man football. Gotta love it.
Man, Iron Man at its finest. Oh my.
So how long what was the gap between high school ball and semi-pro? Did you take any years off, or was it like boom after graduation? Oh, you took.
It was some years. It was about like 5 years.
5 years. Okay. And are you playing the same position that you played back in high school?
No. Well, okay, so I took an injury earlier this year, so that pretty much moved me down. I'm number 31. I'm going to be flying off the edge. And that's but other than that, I played running back and safety.
Okay.
All my life. And then when I came here, of course, I was a safety. And I took that ankle injury, so brought me down to the line. Because I can shoot forward, but that's where I was back up and pivots and open.
Yeah, went wide 9.
At the time, I couldn't do all that.
I got you.
But at a wide 9, I'm coming.
Okay.
So it's new playing down there with them big fellas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's cool though, it's cool.
For
Faster
sure.
than most of them, so
That-
it's all right.
Hey, that's what I hear about. That's where you earn your stripes. That's
Yeah.
the real trenches,
Yeah.
That's where, they talk about other positions or divas and stuff like that, but I don't know. That's what I hear from, the outside in, Okay, so this season, it's crazy to think that we're almost finished and you guys are hanging on by a playoff thread,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
Tell me about the prep going into the season, and then the results, how they, I guess, like you said, not what you expected or what you were hoping to expect.
Prep going in, honestly, I kind of just winged it. Like, I've always planned to pull the team together, but it was kind of last minute thing. Like, if it wasn't for, like, me being able to rebrand the Hawks and bring them together, I wouldn't be able to financially do it, truthfully.
I got you.
It's a lot going into it. And I barely broke even this year, and a lot of teams don't break even brand new. At least, not that I know of. But, and yeah, like, because we prepared, like, we started our off season in, like, late October. So, like, only, like, 3.5, like, months of prep. And then I had one preseason game in January versus the Mile High Sting. Shout out to them, they whooped on us, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
They beat us pretty bad, and they exposed us, showing that we're, like, not as good as we thought we were. Because, we're going to come in there with the confidence high as heck, because we don't think no one's going to be able to beat us. Got in there, got humbled, and then just got back to it. And then I said, now for being, a brand new team and 4-5, and hopefully go 5-5. I'm not going to say we're going to lose, but It's not bad because I don't know many like organizations that came into the league and were successful just right off the bat. The one that stands out, I know for sure, the Spartans. They were good.
Silverbacks, I guess.
Silverbacks, yeah, but before in the DFL, they honestly were an Iron Man team too. And they weren't that. Like, they had my. I knew they were going to be a problem in this league. Last year in the DFL,
They listed.
Yeah, last year in the DFL or the year before, they only had like 15 guys. And they were playing Iron Man doing it. And they went from Prescott all the way down to Tucson and played the Soul Patrol and won 12-7 with like 14 guys. And they left with like 11 or something. They went down and then sealed their playoff like division and then ended up losing to the Roll Tide, I think, the next. But yeah, so I knew, I was like, if they like pull together, like just off those core of guys, they're going to be a problem. And I knew that as soon as they came into the league. I was like, good, because, like, shout out to Rob. He's definitely doing his thing up there. I like Lamont's a good dude. And then Alex. Like, all of them, like I said, they're great coaches.
They're
up
good
there.
dudes, yeah.
And they just, like I said, they pulled all the talent in Prescott up there. Like, I don't know of any other Prescott or people up north coming down.
I know they have a good high school team. Like, the Prescott High School.
Yeah, they had, like, a young kid who's, like, 19 who, like, led the, like, high school, broke their record for sacks or something like that, I think, was talking to him.
Really?
Yeah, he was at D-end. I forgot his number. I just know he was super young, and he just told me, I was like, damn, all right, shout out to you for that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I mean, so that's pretty on brand of you guys.
Yeah.
So you guys might be ending 5-5, like you said. Financially, you almost broke even.
Yeah.
You did break even, and then the season you guys are breaking even. So
hoping to,
obviously. A taller order, needing, I believe, the Scorpions to beat the Owls.
If we win this week against the Titans, we go 5-5. And if the Owls were to lose to the Scorpions, I think then we would be able to do it because we'd have a better conference record is what it would. Like it goes, like I said, original, like overall, then conference, then head-to-head, and then points against, if I'm not mistaken. So based on like our conference record, we would be all right because we beat the Headhunters who beat them, and then the Reapers, they beat the Reapers. This was crazy too. I didn't expect that. Shout out to Rudy. I always talk BS to him, but he's my. He did it. He proved me wrong because I was in the red zone, like talking like spit and whatnot to him.
I see it. I like it.
But, and shout out Lucky. He's killing it over there for them too. And I've been playing against him since my Dragon days too, and he was on the Headhunters. Trying to tackle him is hard. Like I had him for a 5-yard loss one time, rolled right off of him. Broke him for 5 more yards. I was like, damn.
So you just led me to my next point, which is you're playing a team this week in the Titans. Mm-hmm. They were my guests last week. We had 2 brothers, son of the owners. They forfeited their last game last weekend. So I don't know where their head's at from a team perspective. Emotionally, I don't know where they're at. Physically, I don't know where they're at. So I don't want to, count the chickens before they hatch or whatever. But if you guys come prepared, you guys should have the expectations. Yeah,
we should go. I'm hoping we come on top. Definitely. I mean, that's tough. It's hard, though, like, playing against those teams when you just getting, like, it was 38-0, started the, like, third, and I'd say it probably could have got uglier, but players are hurt.
Have you? Okay, so I was going to ask, have you ever been part of a forfeit, or have you ever had to
No. I went down with, like I said, Iron Man football. Like, I went down to Tucson, too, and played the Demons on the Dragons, and it was, like, 15 of us, and we left with 12 of us. Like, so I was playing both sides of the ball, playing center and then D tackle. So it was like, ugh.
I mean, at what point if you're losing by 38, and then it's like,
if you count, I don't know if it counts as a forfeit. I've had a disqualification happen. It was when that Reapers stampede shenanigans happened. Like, if that counts as a forfeit, then I guess. But I don't.
Well, nah. I'd say more like you guys are like, hey, we quit. We don't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that?
I would never let that happen.
That's where I'm confused because I'm like, at some point, what are you preserving? It's like, we're losing 38-0. It's like,
give it your all. That's still like, in my look, and that's still like for the players that wanted to continue that game and earn the film to potentially go to college and stuff. It's unfair to them. I'll say that because that's ultimately what this is. It's an exposure league, and so that's not cool. But I mean, if they just physically can't do it, then you can't blame them if their bodies can't take it at the same time. It's a double-edged sword.
That's true. Okay, I never thought about that too.
So
that's fair.
If like they're just physically beaten and can't keep pushing, then I mean, you're gonna force it. Injuries are gonna happen, and then they're gonna end up maybe have to fold or something. So it's like a forfeit in the way rather versus a fold. I mean,
that's why we do Intel because I learned something.
Yeah.
What's up?
So I didn't get to catch the Titans game. What, like, What were their numbers like on Saturday?
They had like 20 guys or so. They had enough to play. They had at least 18. You had to have at least 18 players to play.
And we talking about undermanned but overperforming the game. The Bucks beat the Outlaws.
Yeah.
They only had 19 guys.
Oh yeah, Enrico was out there getting sacks and stuff.
Yeah, he was playing D tackles. So
he was doing it.
you know, it's like you just need 11 on each side, and
The
them
thing
to
is,
buy
Bucks
in.
are talented though. Like that's what their defense really do the numbers. Like they don't give up more than 12 points a game.
Yeah.
If you average out the points against them on the season, I think it's like 9 points a game it averages out to or something like that.
They just couldn't get their offense going this year.
No, that's us. That's us. The Hawks. Like our defense, we can compete with a lot of like the tier 1 teams. And when I won't say a lot, like I hate moral victories, but like again versus the Phantoms, it was 7-0, like all the way down to like 8-9 minutes left of the fourth. Like, and that's a team like you put everyone predicted us to get blown out by them, and stuff like that. And so it's like
all season, except one game, we failed everyone to the fourth quarter.
yeah,
Except,
Yeah, pretty much.
Tide?
Silverbacks in the tie.
yeah. Tied. It was 6-0 at half, and then. And
Silverbacks
Silverbacks
was
was 8-8 at half.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we ended up losing late in that, and we actually having a game-winning drive. I'd say would have been like we drove it down with like 45 seconds left, like to like inside the 30, and then like I said, we had our like a backup quarterback in there. And we had like backup receivers that never got like we had injuries on the O line, injuries like to the receivers. So we have a guy who hasn't like played the receiver position like regularly, like get these reps the way the number ones do. And we had a couple O linemen go down, and so we got down to like within the like 30-yard line and damn near won.
All right.
He threw a pick last night. It was just a miscommunication.
I do want to shout out your quarterback, number 15.
Yeah, Brett. That's why he actually put me in high school. It's so crazy because I just seen like a memory from Facebook with us. Like I was like shouting me out, doing like those truth is, and when we were all young, like those little statuses and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we just shouting me out, saying, "Hey, I can't wait for you to come back and play ball." When we were playing in North Canyon, he's like, "I need you out there." It was like after our freshman year or something, and it's crazy because like he got brought out because of another like teammate of mine, and then like he played with me, my boy T, Wavy, and then my boy Andre Beecham, our left guard. Like we all played in North Canyon together, and so when he came, it was just kind of so crazy, like small world.
That
he
is
came out.
wow.
But yeah, like he's super good. Right now, he got injured up in the Silverbacks game. Otherwise, honestly, if we have him, I think it would be a different outcome for a lot of these games. Truthfully, like it like potentially could have been better. He could have moved the offense against like the Phantoms team or against like a team like the Tigers we struggled against, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, talk about, I know you don't like moral victories, but on Game of the Week, you know, I was seeing him step in the pocket and get beat up.
Oh, he was delivering.
Yeah, and kept
he was
playing
taking
it.
hits and get it. Yeah,
right,
he
and I was
tough.
like, that's the type of stuff that I want to, you know, shake his hand, win or lose after the game, you know?
Oh yeah, he got hurt at half. He got slammed down. He ended up actually, I think he has like it was like a fracture in his clavicle, and then he like his rotator cuff was already messed up. He already tore it before because he plays baseball, and so he's like rotator cuff like bad like scar tissue in the shoulder, and then like the clavicle injury because he got slammed hard at.
On his throwing arm too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
So he goes out, you know, and then Rome Dumas goes in for us, and he's good. Like he used to be the man back in the AzCFL days, and it's just couldn't get nothing going at like that elevation up there just kill you.
Yeah.
Gas at you because we were with them in the beginning. Hey, it was neck and neck. It was a dogfight. In the second half, like they just pulled away and got away with it because they're used to playing. They
The
practice
elevation
that
training
every
and
day.
stuff?
Yep.
yeah.
And again, it's hard to do it again with like you know you have a couple of your starting linemen down. You know your second to third string quarterback, and then you only have your second to fourth string receivers. And our starting running back got hurt. You know, like Shane ended up messing his knee up.
Yeah, that was really good.
So like we just the injury bug hurt us. Like we ended up between a couple of ejections and injuries. Like we lost like 12 guys that game, 13.
I went in that game.
Like-
Day got hurt that game. He didn't come out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did too, actually. My ankle swelled up so bad. Like I rolled it really bad and sprained it, and just like when I played through. I just taped it up and kept going at half. I was like, man, I gotta do it because we can't. I wasn't even gonna even play. Like the week before that, I had said I was done, just gonna focus on coaching and owning. But I suited up just in case because I know that elevation is just like,
Yeah.
you know, it'll do you in. And so I was like, just in case, what if something happens? And linemen started dropping and stuff. So I was like, well, I gotta get on my, player tip.
Good thing you suited up.
Right, exactly. But yeah, we left. Like after that week, we used to practice like 2 days a week. We stopped our Tuesday practice because we didn't even have no one to come Tuesday. Like our bodies would be beat up from Saturday.
Man.
Legit, we showed up to that Tuesday practice with like 15 guys, and it's like, oh, you can't do nothing. Like we can't go live, nothing. Like all we can do is like 7-on-7 and some lineman drills. Legit, 4 of our 5 offensive linemen were beat up. And then, legit, quarterbacks hurt, running backs hurt. Like we were just like the injury bug got us bad
Really?
for sure.
So I know you spoke on playing through an injury. You're getting hurt towards the end of high school, right?
No, I got
This year,
came 3 weeks before this season started.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that one of the bigger? I was gonna ask you, what's like the biggest injuries you guys have played through? I mean, you just touched on a couple, but like
my
what were
ankle,
like?
for sure, sprained ankle. That's it, and then I ended up had like jammed my hand too real bad. Like my hand ended up swelling up. It was like I took it like smacked the helmet on accident.
Yeah.
Or they're just trying to come through and it's like hit a face mask or something that it just like swelled my hand up and I was like, oh my god. But
Yeah, so
other than
you
that-
guys, the linemen, are making contact.
yeah,
every
all the
play.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it starts in the trenches. It's one
Yeah.
loss in the trenches. But
Bro,
yeah,
man,
this-
putting hands on you every play, man. You just gotta put them back.
Yeah, this might. I mean, truthfully, I have nerve damage in my like calf as it is from an injury. Like, I ended up getting a like bad hematoma in my leg and whatnot, and was in the hospital for a minute. So I played like injured, technically speaking, every game. Like some days it's worse than others. Some days it's okay. It's like sciatic nerve pain, but in my
gotcha.
leg. So it's just a matter of I just tape it up, massage, Advil, and, and
Ice
then,
bath.
Yeah, all that, all you can,
I feel
just
you.
try to prep.
So, take me to, say, I don't want to be negative, but say the things don't go the way you plan this week and you guys are ruled out of the playoffs. What's the off-season prep? What's the cleanup process? What's the collecting the pieces?
Truthfully, I'm gonna give the guys some time off for sure, like heal, like for at least the first month or so, and then I want to set up some like out-of-state games. That was my thing. I was talking to one of the coaches and owners of the Beach City Giants in California, potentially doing a game versus them. I want to run it back versus the Mile High Sting at the end of their season. So a couple of games like that in the off season, and then just get back to conditioning stuff and whatnot. Prepare a little more our bodies. 'Cause like I said, we did it 3.5 months before the season, so it's kind of hard to really mesh. I think that's why our offense ain't even meshing like that.
You say this.
Tell me.
We are the only, I bet you, hey, I'm not saying the only team, but we have the most players who've never played football a day in their life.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do want to say.
That's for sure.
That's a fact. Out of what we got 17 teams in the league, 18 teams, we have the most players who have never played football
I'm sure, yeah.
a day in their
So
life.
that speaks to your coaching then, because then you could really,
Yeah,
they're
but-
clean
yeah.
slates.
Yeah.
You can really impose on them
Yeah.
what you want.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like, we've got a few of them doing their thing. Like, at least whatever reps they get in, they go ahead and make the most of it. But yeah, for sure, like he said, we have like, for sure like 8-9 players maybe. That
So with
like
that,
almost a
though,
fourth.
Is there an extended learning process? Is there some ego from these guys, some pushback, or are they open books like, hey, I've never played?
Open.
book.
They're
Okay.
open books.
They're
Because
open.
I'll be really, like, when we'll do hidden
Ask
stuff and whatnot
questions,
in
like, that's
practice.
all they want to do. Like, shout out to number 56, Chris.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
my guy.
He's been doing his thing. He hasn't played since like 16.
I got you.
He's earned all his play time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, he's
told
like,
him
he's
he
never
would.
played
I
it.
told him he would. And shout out to Coach Braybush for recognizing it and seeing that Chris is hungry and he wants to you gotta respect people like that.
He gets lit up. He's like,
He gets lit up.
right
he
back
gets
up is cool.
You feel me?
Right
Every
to the
time he
next.
gets lit
Like,
up, it makes him feel
I know
good.
better. I'll keep my hand on the
Yeah.
swivel like
Yeah.
that. Like him. Corey hasn't played. He's an older guy too. He played Pop Warner and stuff, and I think maybe you're in high school. But other than that, like he hasn't played for at least like 20 years, like type deal. So he might as well be brand new to the game, especially like in today's game.
Especially when you're playing with people that are like literally 20 years younger than you, 15 years younger than you.
True.
Taking those hits and stuff like.
Was so I know in semi-pro it's pay to play and it's more of a membership than it is like a tryout. But has there been? It sounds like you guys are more lenient than others with players that haven't played before. Has there been somebody that's never played and you had to really shut it down and say no?
Yeah, there has. I don't want to speak of his name or nothing. Cause
No, you don't have to say
names.
names.
Yeah,
No,
he's
specifics.
he's gonna come back and like I'm gonna work with him.
Okay.
It was just But I will be honest, like, moving forward, a lot of that, like, people that haven't played, it's going to be tough for them. Like, truthfully, like, as a first-year team, I just kind of took anybody.
Right.
Like, anyone that comes up and suited up, you know, hey, we'll teach you if you're willing to come, you know, learn. And we'll get you right. Like, Chris will get you there. But, like, so moving forward, when I know I've got a handful of people in the offseason that want to come over that, like, those players that have never played, they're going to really have to step it up this offseason or they might not make it.
Right, right.
Other than, but I was really, you know, open-minded about it. And, again, beggars can't be choosers. Like,
True.
Like, especially when you're a brand new team, you're like, who are you? Who are you to tell me I'm not good? When,
Yeah, that's fair.
know?
That's fair.
So, like, I let them, you know, come do it. And, like, they'll all get their spot. Like, especially if they're returning players, they're for sure get their opportunity. I'm not just going to, as soon as I get all these new guys or any big-name players, like, nah, I don't, back of the line, you go, nah, I'm not going to like that. No.
Okay.
They got to still, new players will have to come earn their keep over here.
What about some, like, soccer players that want to be your kicker or something?
Oh, I'll bring them on for sure.
Okay.
That's
we had a
what
few.
yeah.
Look, when we first started practicing, we had a few, like a good 3 come out. But once that contact.
Yeah, like, it's different.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, it's a contact sport. You know, like, you're getting hit every play.
Yeah, nah,
You know?
that's all for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
like I was
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
like I play flag football. That's the extent of it. But nah, you guys, I salute you because it's you're putting on armor. You're really going to war. You know what I'm saying? You're battling.
I mean, you played contact with? Did you play hockey?
Yeah, I did play hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, hold on.
I appreciate that. I was just telling Don, I was a smaller cat in my playing years, and I was getting lit up. Like I was a scorer. You know what I'm saying? Not the front, but I was a shooter. I went out there, just chased the puck, put it on the net. I was getting lit up every game.
I
bro.
can do it. See, hockey,
I was getting lit up.
I can't skate at all.
Yeah, but I respect. I appreciate you,
So
man.
like y'all got helmets and pads on too. Y'all see the way y'all cream each other on the glass. So like, nah.
Take the helmets off.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the part. See, that's what sucks, man. I don't buy into that culture. Like, that's where I say, like, I played hockey, but I guess I'm not a hockey player because there's people like, oh, I fight. Like, I'll go, you know.
I did this. I broke my nose doing that.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
like bragging on injuries.
Like, I'm like, dude, I think I'm a good-looking cat. Like, I don't want to get in fights and stuff, you know.
Beat up. Like,
My mom was like, you better keep your helmet on, you know.
Right.
So yeah, but hey, respect. Appreciate you doing your research.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was like,
Appreciate that. So, you know, Intel here. We spill a little beans here. We give a little insight. And I've seen you in Red Zone. I've seen you chatter. I've seen you. You know, you're a well-known guy throughout the league, right?
little bit. I don't think so. I'm real humble, but yeah, every now and then.
Well, let me big you up, my guy. You're one of the
appreciate it.
better-known guys in the league, you know.
Thank you.
And when you say something, I see nothing but LOLs and the ha-has and the eyes emojis, you know. So you get the crowd going. Obviously, without giving me too much info, is there some players on some other teams that you've been talking to, or possibly will be in a Hawks uniform next year?
I want to say there's a chance that some of my old Reaper guys would probably come over for sure. If
He looked like he had a couple of names he was about to
you
say.
go ahead and say, you can go ahead and
I'm
see
not
if you
putting
want.
nobody on
Okay.
Drop
Y'all know
snitches
who
still
y'all
snitches.
is.
like I'll say I'm not even ashamed. Like the number one advocate that I was always trying to get the comeback over with is my boy KP. That's my brother from the Dragon days, and truthfully, like. He's loyal to the soil. He wasn't going to leave the Reapers and implode the team because, truthfully, he's a leader on that team. But, potentially, I'm going to shoot for it. So, Tyler, just so you know, I'm coming at KP. I'm bringing KP over. I'm going to try to, at least.
You heard that, man?
You know?
See? That's the tampering I love this.
Like, him. And that's just because, again, I'm the one to introduce him to this league. Like, really, the Reapers in itself. Like, he came and played with them last year with me. So, you know, and he stuck it out because he didn't think I was going to end up starting a team up. Had he knew I was going to start it up sooner and then, like, he was practicing with them back in July, right after the season. He was with them and stayed. But if I would have started around that time and really pitched it out to him, he would have probably came over. But so I'll say that KP is the one I'm gonna try to get.
Shouts to KP. He's doing his thing.
He went out there and competed against the Rebels and did it. I knew he would get it done. Everyone was when I did the predictions with the Rebels, predicted them to win 35-12, and they're like, 12? You think they'll score 12 on us? And it was 14-6. So I was like,
not that far.
I was like, KP. I've seen KP do some things, you know.
He had 6 in a game. He had 6 touchdowns in a game. So all right, cool. And then, not to make it negative, but is there any players that you've known throughout the league that are underperformed this year that you think could have played better? And regardless of injury, you think they just didn't bring it?
Trying to think. I know personally on my own team, I know T. He's a little upset with the way our offense is. He hasn't got the ball the way he should.
Yeah.
Our line just
That's the
hasn't held
first
up
thing
for
I
a
was gonna
quarterback
say,
and whatnot.
T-Wade.
He definitely has because last year he was that guy. Like
Yeah,
he
can
was the
nobody
one.
knock T-Wade.
He-
I don't
he
care
is.
what nobody says, bro. My boy can
Like,
ball, bro. T-Wade
He can't. Yeah,
can
our
ball,
offense
bro.
isn't designed like around playmakers of that caliber. Last year with the Roll Tide, and again, no shade to them. Like Jake was running around, just making plays happen because of the line. And if T's over there, I'm gonna throw it up. That's how it was. And so T was balling there. Like our offense isn't like that. You know, it's based on, dink and dunks, and the whole team's gonna like prosper, not one player. You like those all-star players and appreciate them, but ultimately we're not gonna build just on that. Like target you 24/7.
Okay.
So T for sure. Who else? I won't lie. There's a few of the Spartan players over there. My boy Vaughn, I would expecting him to kill it. He only has like
Yeah.
1 or 2 scores this year, I think.
Van Dame.
Yeah,
yeah.
fine,
Yeah, he battling injury.
Yeah, he was. He did have that, but in the beginning, like
Oh, in the beginning.
yeah,
Yeah.
in the beginning, I was assuming he would turn some head. That receiver corps in the Spartans, that's the thing. I was really expecting them to like go crazy, like, but their numbers are like.
Been having quarterback
too.
issues.
Yeah.
I mean, Scotty's been
quarterback
picking it up.
issues.
Yeah, I knew. I've been saying Hutch should have went to play the quarterback. As soon as like Daniel left, and then if Trey wasn't the go-to, I was like, Scotty, put Scotty in. Like when the first week with the Owls and Spartans, I was like, why are we going like put Scotty in? No disrespect to whoever the other Spartans QB is, but I just seen Scotty
KD.
do it with the Vipers.
It was
KD.
KD,
Yeah.
shout out to him. Like I seen him make some like really good throws. He managed the game well and won it for him. But truthfully, like, I watched Scotty when he was with the East Valley Vipers, and he literally was like carrying him and my boy Jesse Samora over there on the Reapers. Like it was them. It was like them two type deal. And my boy Angel, he played with us. He was a decent D lineman over there. But I watched Scotty carry those 20 to 25 guys in the battle like every week.
And he was on the Reapers too.
Yeah, he was last year.
Yeah.
All of us were like on the Reapers.
Okay, I do.
I
Remember
was gonna say, hey, that last year Reaper squad would have been so scary, like with what we had going on over there.
you guys were looking good. I liked it.
Yeah,
For the first 4
Yeah.
weeks or whatever.
Yeah, we had a rough start. We started 1-3, but like
Well,
ultimately it would have leveled out. I think
One of the games was on Game of the Week, right, against the Scorpions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was like what 20 like to 8 or something like that, or
Bro,
28.
I was on
or
the
something.
Tide last season. I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah,
wouldn't
you
care
were
about
on the Tide.
Nothing else.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like I know Spartans.
like
Like I
that
just knew
going
their
crazy.
offense was loaded going into So I'm definitely saying their whole group is general maybe,
Okay.
but other than that, I've seen a lot of people underperform regardless because of COVID. No one was really working like that. Except I say Scotty, like I said, the reason he should have went sooner, he was steady working out. Like even after his game, he did like a couple mile hike on a mountain like the next day. I was like, you're crazy. I can't get
Yeah.
out of bed on Sunday next day. Like,
So then, speaking of maybe not underperforming, is there any players that are not getting enough exposure on teams that you think should be let loose, or not let go, but like given the green light? I know a couple from. I know a couple. I'm gonna see if you say the same ones I'm thinking of. First one, I'll give you one.
Wasn't
First,
getting
hit me,
enough
hit me.
exposure.
Kenny Mitchell from running back. for the
Yeah,
Lions.
yeah, definitely him. He's good. He's really good. I like him, but I'm not sure. I'm not gonna discredit Vonnie or whatever. I'm gonna trust his process because he's been getting the job done as a coach,
Yeah.
whether they agree
True.
with it or not. They're 7-2.
Marco?
And Marco too.
bro,
Shout out to
MJ,
him.
yeah.
Which one, Jefferson?
Yeah,
Yeah.
MJ,
Okay.
yeah.
He's not with the Phantoms anymore, from my understanding. But yeah, he probably did it. But again, when you got a like triple-headed running back like field that you have in the Phantoms line with their O line, I would be running the ball too. It's hard to throw the ball when you got a line like that with the running backs you do.
And they've been having quarterback issues.
Yeah.
I mean, Armenta, the young cat, 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid, he just came from younger. He's stepping into himself.
Yeah, I seen that. I was watching and y'all was clowning on the receivers that
They
game.
were not helping him, bro.
No, he was putting it on the money for
did.
sure. But
At what point, it's
like, what could you do? Like,
Yeah.
what else could you do? He's 4-20 because you got grabbing the ones that hit your hands.
Yeah, dude's got all
But-
thumbs on their fingers. Like,
Right. Definitely. But I think my boy Isaac, I like him. I play with him on the Fury. He was number 2 for the Phantoms. I think they should have let him sling it, but
he tore his rotator cuff.
yeah, that's what we talked about. Because I was like, "Why aren't you playing?" I was like, when we played against the Hawk, or when he played against us and whatnot, I was like, "Why aren't you out there?" Whatever. So maybe if that's what it is. But I also seen him sit there and ride the pine for a minute, not like having the faith put in him. And I told him, I was like, "What are you doing? Like, come on, man. There's a lot of players that can go use you." It's like, discredit the Phantoms and none of that. But Isaac, I think he would have got the job done for sure, like
Okay.
a lot sooner than later. It's
sure.
like now when you do need him, you're finally gonna use him. He's hurt. Like, come on. You know, it's like that's unfortunate. You know.
All right. Well, we'll get your predictions for Week 10, but we're gonna bring it to the football heads here and got some film. Shouts to everybody that sent me.
Let's do this. I'm terrible at this, but
This was your play you sent me.
my guy Day.
Let's go, Dave.
Hit it off his helmet. I was clowning on him after that.
So let's see what we got here. Goes to the sideline. He says he's got space.
Hey, shout out to Shane. Hey, Shane, the way he put his hands up and got in the way instead of peeling it back.
Oh, my man just stutter step to the left.
Oh yeah, dude, he has 4 of them on the year. Only 2 have counted, but he has 4. Like he has like the most like returns. Like, he's
Like every time they
Shouts
try
to
get away
22. Is
from
he
it.
on the sideline
No.
or he on the play then?
No, yeah, Shane. They're brothers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They played at
Was it
Casa Grande? Too?
Yeah.
No.
What school, high school they go to, man?
No, it's not Maricopa neither. Oh, I forgot.
Oh,
I'm butchering it.
Caesar Chavez.
No, something.
They played the
Pumas.
Pumas.
Oh, the
whatever.
Mustang? Or I know what you're talking about.
Whatever's
The
out there in,
Puma,
uh,
Pumas.
So
Whatever.
South Mountain?
Yeah, it's out like Casa Grande, but like they
Yeah.
played together since
Okay,
high
okay.
school, and Bray Brooks actually brought them out and just coached them up. But yeah, Shane, like the way he put that block up, because a lot of players they'll drop the shoulder and do. I've seen so many blindside blocks they called. He just goes puts his hands up, gets in the way to spring that play.
So it's like a basketball, like
Yeah, like a screen.
Yeah.
That's what they want you to do. The rest wants you to try to set a screen, basically. And that's, like, unrealistic to do with how quick and physical the game is. It's just not going to happen. Like, you know, some do. But it's like no one's okay with setting that screen and getting lit up. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Because they want to do the lighting up. But if they just get in the way and they eat it, it still does it's still as effective as, you know, lighting somebody up.
Okay.
If it gets the play going, then do it. But no one wants to do it. Like no one will sit there and put their pride to the side and set that screen and just get drilled because no, I want to be, you know,
I want
to be the one to hit
him.
them. I want to drop the show. I want to do that. All right, whatever.
And especially when it's like, who cares what the refs want? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to stay safe too. You feel me? So we just stop running and just let them blow us up. It's like
Yeah, Shane, that was a good block by
But
him.
yeah, that was a good block.
All right, then next up.
They actually, Rob Gray had to do 100 push-ups on it because he bet him that, hey, I bet you the first touch that you get it, you don't take it to the house. And Dana's like, oh, bet. And Rob Gray's over there doing push-ups on the side.
Really? Wow, that was something one of the Phoenix, I think Lions and Phantoms, a player had to run 100 yards after they lost. So I'm at the end of the broadcast watching them do the handshake, and the dude's sprinting like the sideline. I'm like, what's going on? And then he just, there was a bet between him and Tyree. All right, so then same game, Hawks and Scorpions.
Oh, this is the blue power play. No,
Is this the blue Powerade?
yeah, that's what it did. Man, look at me. It took me 87 steps to go 2 yards. Ain't that? That's terrible, huh?
Tell me about the jersey number, man. 40.
Truthfully, I just was needing a number like to play fullback and tight end in the schemes we have, and two, originally I had like at least 40 players on my roster. That was like initial. I was like for a first year team, I had 40 players, so that was kind of it.
Oh, like the homage shit. Oh, that's cool.
And then like I said, this, it was one of the bigger it's a bigger jersey, like so I was like, oh, why not change it up? Let's like go different.
Okay, for sure. I like it. I like individuality. What jersey number you rock?
31.
31. Okay, I like that. That's my favorite cornerback number, hands down. Jason Sehorn, bro. Aaron Ross. We out here. All right, and then next we got Headhunters and Demons. I think this is my guy Danny Velez, who corrected me because I called him Valdez last week, but he's Velez. And makes a block. And springs his running back for a nice. Oh wait, I think this might be a little touch. Oh no, this was the run by
Lucky.
Yeah, this was Lucky. Okay.
Man, mad at you, Lucky, for performing in that game.
Lucky number 13, right?
Yep.
Dude, nice little. This was again, yeah.
Well, Danny plays for the Demons.
Yeah. So
I'm
guessing. Okay, so the Demons are in the black.
No,
Demons
no,
are
they're
in
the
the
silver.
white.
Like
or
the silver.
whatever
Oh,
that
the
is.
silver,
Like
yeah.
silver.
Because this is a highlight for the Headhunters.
Yeah,
Danny's not
okay.
with them, so maybe he accidentally sent the wrong play in.
No, I think this was Lucky sending me this one. 'Cause there's another one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So.
If Lucky sent you the, sure.
And then this is from Ronnie on the Lions. He sent me these
4, actually. Let me see which ones.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is my guy, Phil Ross.
Yeah, he's a dog.
You know,
I like his game.
he says, hey, get off me.
Yeah. Step over.
Come on, man. I just got these cleats clean. Former outlaw, too.
Yeah.
Phil Ross.
And peed.
Yeah, so he's been everywhere. All right, so let me see who else was. Lions, Thunder. Oh yeah, that's my man Phil. Phil went crazy this game.
All hands, nobody, like Martwan would say.
Yeah.
That's what that was. This was a post I seen him. He tagged the third person Jacob Reed or whatever. Like,
yeah, okay.
They tagged him with us because Ray would say, "How many of y'all are catching it with your hands and not your body?" You know.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot that hit in the chest and that going like that. And he tagged Phil in that because he had a picture of him in the Outlaws where he grabbed it, and so he tagged him in that. And then so Phil got back and was like, "Yeah, well, what about this?" Like, all right.
Yeah,
Touche.
Phil,
That was good play. Good.
I know the Lions were upset with themselves after the game of the week loss to the Rebels, and some of them definitely let me know how they felt about the schemes, and it looks like they got things turned around now.
So yeah, this was a good play.
Good play.
It was, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was watching this like the next play because they ended up going to punt it.
Yeah, I think that was running, right? 23.
Like, this play was good and everything. It's just like they let it get away from them. So when they go to like snap the ball, the punter for the Thunder actually bobbles it and then picks it up and springs and breaks out and picks up the first down on like 4th and 14.
Oh,
The next play, like right after that. I remember watching that play and then that like happening.
And then Owls and Silverbacks. This is Marco Jackson. I believe this is either a kick return. Yeah, I think it's a kick return.
Oh yeah, this was a good game.
Their field is nice, man.
It is. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's a little bit better than Yonkers field.
The Yonkers.
Yeah.
So it's,
Not to take anything away from it, it's just nice too.
Both fields are though like relatively new.
Yeah,
the
he
last
takes
like
on
3-4
10.
years.
cuts up.
Yeah, no, he's killer on taking those. Cause I remember playing him against the Reapers when he was on the Reapers, and he took like 2 of them to the crib, like versus us. I remember us like we were like, stop kicking it to him. Like, what are you doing? Kick it out of bounds or something like, squib it.
Like the
stop-
Deshaun Jackson treatment.
Yeah,
just out of
stop
bounds.
kicking it to that man. What is you doing?
And
And then
then-
you're gonna kick it to him. Stay in your lane. Damn, make the tackle.
So this one, Owls and Tigers, this was from James Toronto. He got 3 sacks in a row, and then on the 3rd sack, he scooped and scored. So that's 1.
That was nice. He like lunged.
This is what the.
Owls and Tigers.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to watch this film yet.
It was like blowout, 38-0, I think.
Yeah. I was hoping the Tigers beat them too. Sorry, DeAndre, all y'all. I like you guys, but
Yeah, no line.
if it's between me and you, I'm choosing me every time.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. Oof. Oh yeah, it didn't go out of bounds yet.
And then,
I thought
yeah.
it was down. Everyone thought it was dead.
Dude, that's why I say heads up play.
Yeah.
That's
awareness
using your
on
head
100,
and your
yeah.
body. So shouts to him on that. And then
was clean.
Reapers Rebels. This is Larry. Wanted to give some love to the offensive line.
Yeah,
I know you
the
guys
left
can
tackle.
respect that.
Yeah.
So yeah, give him some love. This is Larry Flores.
Yeah, the left tackle, right?
Yeah. So shouts to the
that line is good. That Rebels team is.
You get
They're insane.
Yeah, you
I
get
like
Ren's time, man. Ren's good.
Yeah, he'll do it.
and he'll get the ball up in enough time for the
On
defender to
defensive
bring
side
it
of the
down.
ball, though, I'm gonna shout out my guy, Kyle. Like Contreras, number 45, the dog. Like I play with him in the Dragons too. Like,
On the Rebels.
yeah, he's the middle backer for the Rebels. I looked at the pass. I didn't even look at his block.
Yeah. He's just,
Oh, he put him down.
oh, okay. Pancake,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I seen it. Like, who was that though on the Reapers? If it was my man X, I'm a clown on him.
Boom. See ya.
But yeah, now the Rebels team is scary.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I mean, a lot of people have them going deep in the playoffs. Some,
Oh, I do for sure.
Definitely.
Like I said, if we make it past, if we were to make the playoffs and make it past wildcard, that's who we have to see. And I try to prepare for that, but oof. their defense is just nasty to play against.
It's got to be hard watching film when they got a new uniform every week, bro.
That's like my favorite uniforms for sure.
Shouts to Coach Love. He's got some swag, bro.
Definitely. He has 87 uniforms.
Yeah.
I swear.
All right, so then with that being said, let's take it to week 10. Get you guys predictions. Headhunters and Tigers.
Headhunters, I got that one at least like 21 zip, 28-6 maybe. That would be my go-to for that.
Same.
Same.
Yeah.
So, a lot of these games, you know, I don't know where some teams are playing for pride, some playing for seeding, and then some playing for, you know, glory or whatever. But I don't know what like the buy-in process is. Like, you know, if you're in the playoffs already, and you like the Rebels, for example, they've already solidified the number one spot.
You're talking like sit some players and whatnot go for it. If they sit lucky, then I can see it being a little bit of a lower score. Like, you know, maybe like a 14-0, something like that. But I'll be lucky is the bread and butter for the Headhunters. It has been every year that I've known him since I've been in the league. He doesn't have a season where he doesn't have at least like 5 touchdowns scoring, like minimum.
Shout out to number 2 on the Headhunters too.
Who?
I don't know his name, but he be out there going ham when we played him. But it was lucky in him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was 13
are you
and 2.
talking?
I believe it was 13-2, bro. That was lucky, and I don't know number 2, but
Yeah, I know. I just know Lucky. Like I said, he's the face.
Shouts to number 2 in the Headhunters.
Yeah.
So with like I said, the Rebels already secured the number 1 spot, but they're going down to Tucson. So talk about a moral victory, like you said, at Tucson. They want to give them a home game. Rebels and Thunder. Who do you got?
If the Rebels travel well, I'm taking the Rebels.
Rebels.
And I'm gonna be like 20-12, maybe like 14-6. Just that wing T, the Thunder runs, like it kills so much clock, you know, and where's people at, like the scores don't get very high. So and if it's hot too, it's gonna be tough. And if it's an early game, I'll just be real. Like every time we've seen the Rebels play an early game, it's been like tough. They've been in it. You know, the only early game, it's not even early, it was at 4 p.m. when they played the Headhunters. They won 33-0.
Right.
Even I heard Coach Love chewing them out. Like he was not satisfied with that. But I'm still gonna take the Rebels in that. I like 20-12, probably.
Yeah. Take the Rebels. Like 2012.
Yeah. If the Rebels like travel well, if they don't travel well, I got Thunder winning it for sure. Like
I'll give it Thunder.
Because going down to Tucson is different. Like they bring all of Tucson out for this game.
They
like,
do.
They can't make it up here. They bring them all out.
They do. All right, so this one you guys are watching closely. Like you said, the playoff thread, Scorpions and Owls.
As much as I really want the Owls to lose that. I want the Scorpions to win so bad. I hope Carl and them pull it out, but I think the Owls are going to run away with it, like 35 zip, somewhere along those lines, unless they sit people. But I doubt it. They're trying to prove a point that they belong. But yeah, I'm going to take Owls 35 zip, maybe 35-6.
So familiar faces with the Reapers playing the Demons.
There's another one. If the Reapers travel well, they'll be good. I think they'll win it like 21-6. But if they don't travel good, like I said, going to Tucson is like no joke. Like I said, Tucson almost upset like the Headhunters just like a week ago. Like just recently, it was 28-26, right? So and the Demons like don't travel well. So the fact that they get a home game, don't actually have all their players. They might upset the Reapers. But if the Reapers don't travel well, then the Demons will win. But if not, I got Reapers 21-6.
Okay, and then you guys are going against the Titans, so I won't let you predict your own game, but anything special in the game plan? Any new plays pulling out, or just kind of
just win.
Just win.
Maybe you'll see Blue Power again. We'll see.
I need to now, bro. Like now it's kind of like a request, you know.
You might. So there you go, Titans. There's our trick play. B gonna probably run it up the gut on the.
That's
first
I need a blue Powerade bottle. I'll just hold it up like that. You know where to go. You know what the call is.
Right, I need to have Scotty go ahead and make me a Blue Powerade poster.
Yeah, his potato chips. Yeah. Dude, I love the marketing. Shout out to Scotty on that, bro. I'm all about the media. I'm all about the marketing. So yeah, shouts. We'll get to the uniforms in a bit, man. But what's up with people hating on you guys' uniforms, dude?
It's not that they hit our helmets, and again, I'm gonna give that's Rome. Rome was supposed to. He had a bunch of stuff going on, so I'm not gonna put it all on him. Yeah. But I ended up just I turned it on the helmets in early, and the mock-up I wanted to go with wasn't feasible. Like, we need to do it with like an airbrush gun or something. So I just had Ryan, who's the Hawks' previous owner, who's also paints a lot of the helmets in the league. I had him just do it and do something up real quick with my helmet, mock it up, looked at it, showed it to the team. Everyone's like, cool, let's go with it. And then just like some of them, though, look different because of the higher fade, because mine's a big helmet. So the way it looked on mine didn't look the same as like how it would look on a medium helmet or a large. So that's on me. But Rome was supposed to take care of the helmets because, like I said, he's part of like us, like 4 or 5 guys, you know, behind the scenes. That he was like, I'm in charge of the helmets. I'll take care of the helmets. So like, cool. Had some stuff come up and whatnot, so I took care of it. I just went with it. I was more worried about fielding the team with numbers, making sure I had players and all that, practice fields and everything else like secured before I care about the look. Like, you know, so I was like,
For the record,
Roman's actually started. He has a couple mocks.
yeah, he started doing them now.
Yeah, no, for next season.
Yeah, for
so
next season,
we
so-
won't
I was like, when Oregon
Bush-
busts out the uniforms for next year.
We will
Yeah.
not be out there looking.
We won't look
but
like-
we hear from Bush every week. You feel me? He
Him,
hates
John
our
T.
helmet.
John T. I'm gonna make fun of him because
Oh,
he always
my
clowns and says, y'all helmets are terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
He's like, I can't give you guys
compared
these
to like our
flowers.
uniforms, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, y'all look good from the neck down. You know what I mean?
Hey, in your guys' defense, and somebody said it, there's like 90% of the teams are red and black or whatever.
Mhm.
So you guys switching up, throwing some
Yeah.
green and blue in there, you know, hey, I like it.
Yeah, I, like my original mock-up, I wanted just didn't go like I did. Just went with something because it was like I said, like we started late in October, you know. So and it's a pain to get players to get their helmets all turned in and like to do it so everyone has them match for league. So I just made sure I got them all done because it was strictly in the league's like, you know, bylaws like you got to be within uniform. If you're not, you will not play. So I was like, all right, this is a mock-up. You like it? Cool. Got it. There's no changes. And so just took it and ran with it. And I didn't think it looked as bad, at least with mine helmet. It don't look that bad because it's like a lot lower of the fade just because it's a huge helmet. I have a 2XL helmet. But if you have it on his helmet, which is like a medium, it looks a little goofy because the fade comes a little higher. So, and Ryan even got on there in Red Zone and stuff. He's like, I take accountability for that. He's like, I did it. He's like, and you know, he's like, Big Bob was just not being a picky customer. I just was okay, like cool. I was content because, like I said, he did all of them like last minute kind of deal. Like it was kind of late.
I got you. But you know how Red Zone is. They're like, nah, we don't care, bro. They're still trash. Nah.
They don't. James will never let me. He said every week he gets on, he's like, your guys' helmets suck and your offense does not get the ball. Like, that's what he says every week.
The only thing I could say about that is at least your jerseys are not Nike and your pants are like Adidas or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that
we're
won't
good
get you.
for non-brand violating.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That, like that's one thing that I know.
Consistency.
Man.
Yeah, that's for sure. But so next year it'll be completely different. I'm even gonna be bringing out the all greens. Like I'm gonna have the all green look. Like I just kept it simple and basic. I was like, I need to make sure I field a team. You know, everything else set up first before I look about like looking pretty.
For
like,
sure.
You know.
I respect it. And you're playing against a team in the Titans that they have their own cleaning up to do, and they got their own situations going on too. So, you know, definitely a game with implications for you guys. You know, you guys want to finish strong, and you know, see where the chips fall with the other teams. Bucks and Silverbacks.
I'm gonna choose Silverbacks. Like they're on a roll. They got like all the momentum and everything. And going up there and playing
home?
that is hard.
Who's home?
So
It's
that's
up there. And
Prescott.
so it's like them playing Iron Man football
Prescott.
up there is gonna be tough. Like especially with the elevation. But they might pull it off. They might shut me. But I'm picking the Silverbacks to win that, like 14-8 or something like that. Like they won't score more than like 21 points on that Bucks defense. It's just their offense is going to be too gas playing Iron Man football to try to drive it downfield.
Yeah,
Especially if you got Rico playing like defense and having to come out and then try to throw the ball next. Like after he's over here making tackles in the backfield, it's going to be tough. But so like, I definitely got Silverbacks winning that, but it's close, like 14-8.
Okay, and then Tide and Lions.
Going with Lions. Yeah, probably like 28-12, somewhere in there. Like, the Tide, like they got talent and everything, but it's just like the Lions. I think there's more put together. They got a solid O-line. You know, Jake. You know, I don't know. Was he the quarterback last week when they played against the Spartans? Because I know that they had Edmund back there.
Iman. I know Iman was going back.
Man, I mess his name up every time. My bad.
I think Jake was playing wide receiver.
Yeah, Jake
Yeah,
was-
again.
so,
then they moved it, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
And he looked good too.
Yeah,
Oh, I
no,
know. He
look good.
yeah.
Jake is.
Like, I just got the Lions.
Jake is a true.
Think the Lions, got it all put together. Like a well put together organization.
Yeah,
The
they do.
Tide are still trying to find their identity as well. They're like the same as us. Like Christ is like
Definitely
good
think they're
defensively
coming
and
back
whatnot.
next
Offensively,
season.
it's hard to get the ball rolling.
Division.
Because they're gonna finish like probably at 500 too. But I definitely got Lions with it at like 28-12.
You guys see the constant every time the Tide lose, they're talking about free Jake, get him over to another team.
Yeah,
He's loyal to the Soil too, though.
He is. I made the pitch. Tried to get him. I have.
He shut me down, bro.
He's but he won a ship over there with that like core of guys when they were the Ravens at one point.
I feel you.
And then like helped take the Tide to the championship against the Warriors. So
All right, so then set the stage for me. Game of the week. Cortez High School, your boy in the booth, Spartans and Outlaws,
that's gonna be good.
I think that's gonna be a good one.
playing for seeding, obviously,
Yeah,
both in the playoffs.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Hutch the way he's playing. I'm gonna go with the Spartans. I think Hutch will have a big game like on the ground. I don't think he's gonna have time with that D line. I think he's gonna scramble and make some stuff happen on his feet and just pick up yards.
Okay.
And hopefully my guy Vaughn will have a good game, a big game. But Spartans, I think they win that like 14-12. It'll be super close. Like unless because the Outlaws, I don't know, their offense isn't like proving it to me like too much. Like truthfully, like last week's game, a lot of their stuff, their defense put them in great field position, and they capitalized on this thing. The king of capitalizing. So, like that power eye though, John is like that's crazy. Like they just want to get down, and run the ball down your throat. But
For sure.
so I'm definitely gonna pick Spartans like 14-12. Hutch gonna have a big game on the ground, I think.
And he's going to bust out a new bag of potato chips, you know?
right?
Who you got, bro?
I got the Spartans.
Because Spartans are 3-1 against them. Like they're like past like all the games in the past season are 3-1. I believe I've seen that on their page.
Okay.
And like I said, the Outlaws could do it. They might upset it, but I think Hutch just got them rolling, and they got all the momentum.
Okay.
So real quick, who's your best quarterback out of the league this year?
I already know the answer. He's trying to recruit him. What do you mean? He's got to say him, or else he's not going to get the recruit.
Hold on, there's a couple that I was trying to agree with.
And I'm talking this year. I'm not talking all in general. This year
Yeah.
alone.
If we're gonna talk numbers wise, like in points and everything, I think the Silverbacks quarterback has done a damn good job in my opinion. Like they have the most points scored and whatnot. Just that's like system they are running. Like definitely, if we're talking numbers, him. If you're talking like the whole like
That boy can hit. I know that.
yeah, and
Bro, number 6. That's his number 6.
Yeah, he's
Bro,
sneaky
salute
athletic.
you,
That's
because
what
we
they say.
we hit up there in Prescott, boy. That
He can
Boy.
run. Like I did not think he had the wheels that he had.
Quarterback
He's
number
had
six?
big,
number
he's
6
big.
for
Yeah,
Silverback.
like I didn't think he was that fast, bro.
If
Like,
that's it. Ren's has been doing his thing.
yeah, I was just that's my
Too.
choice.
Ren's on the Rebels.
Riz,
He's been doing it.
you know.
So that'd be the debate. Just those number one seedings, like. But for sure, if we're going numbers wise, if we pull up the stats, I'm sure number 6 for the Silverbacks has just gone crazy. And if not, KP like too. Like I said, he's in the top 2.
Yeah, I was gonna ask the Reapers quarterback.
Yeah, like
KP has-
that's my
He
best.
he has been going
Yeah.
crazy. You feel me?
Oh yeah, he's the best
KP.
scrambling quarterback, I think,
Yeah.
truthfully. But again, I'm biased too because like I said, I played with him before. That's another reason why I really strive towards him.
Yeah.
But definitely he is because he watching it like offense wasn't really helping him on the Reapers. He'd be putting it on the money, and the same thing like with the Phantom situation. Like he puts it on their hands and they get dropped.
Yeah.
I'd be clowning on my little bro Johnny over there, like he's so fast. But he's like some of these drops and balls that like he would have like at least 3 or 4 more scores if he didn't drop them. But yeah, KP definitely.
KP definitely. He'll lower that shoulder. Number 6 for Silverbacks, he'll lower that
Yeah.
shoulder. Like I said, they both got some pop to him.
Like it
QBs
was
are
like
not-
it was like 1, 2, 3. It probably legit would be like Silverbacks, Reds, KP,
Reds and KP,
yeah,
yeah.
like that. And if we're talking like I don't know, if he was like a top 5 for sure, I think Jake would still be in the conversation. Truthfully,
See, yeah,
like he can still do it. If you put him behind a line, he's gonna be good. Like,
So
Jake-
Scotty wouldn't be in your top
he
5.
would. That's what I
Yeah.
said. He was the next one, like, because I was talking to him, like, when they played the, who was it? It was the Bucks. That's when he went and played the Bucks. I was telling him, I was like, why haven't they put you in quarterback yet? But he would definitely be a top 5 for sure. If he would have started with that, he would be my number 1. If he would
Gotcha.
have started at quarterback, as soon as like the opportunity presented itself. Because Key can run the back, like run the ball real good. So could Finch. Like Hutch honestly converted the running back last year, from my understanding, because we had like multiple quarterbacks. We had KP, and then we had my boy Rome. Like we had 3 different type of quarterbacks. This each designed for different things. Like we had KP with like the quarterback power and read option like set up like a wildcat.
Yeah.
We had Rome to do the dink and dunk, and then Scotty honestly could do it with both. But he also was really good at running the route.
I remember him scoring off like a direct snap or something. When he played for the Reapers against the
Tide.
Scorpion. Or the Tide?
The Tide. The one you're thinking of. He ran. He was at running back when he got the like handoff from Rome.
Oh,
He
okay.
scored on that. But he did scramble one in against the Tide, and then he threw one.
Okay.
Yeah, and beat them that game. Remember that? He don't like it. He's like, no, we didn't lose. He's like, we weren't gonna lose to the
Bro.
Reapers because he was on the
No.
Tide. He'd have been so salty about it. It came from them.
Well, awesome, man. I mean, we got some good crowd engagements. Before we get to them, I want to get to know you guys a little bit more. I love this new segment I have. It's called This or That. I simply just name this or that, and you tell me this or that.
Okay.
It's like I said, food, football, fun related. So real quick, waffle or pancake?
Waffles.
My guys, on a bagel, cream cheese or butter?
Cream
Cream
cheese.
cheese.
You pick butter? You were gonna pick butter? Don't say you're gonna.
Oh,
pick
nah.
butter.
See,
Cause
I'm
you gave me
versatile.
that face like you're like.
No. It depends on the day, bro. Like,
Oh, you do both. You put a
have
little
you ever
bit of
had a chocolate chip bagel with butter? That's crazy. Though.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so pool party or go to the beach?
Pool party.
Pool party.
I was just at the beach in Cali, and that sand, I hate it.
Okay.
And I was just out there with my girls. I was like, nah, this is not it.
All right, so this is for a lineman question. Scoop and score. Would you, pick up a fumble and score, but you gave up 2 sacks on your quarterback? Or you gave up no sacks on your quarterback, and your quarterback balled out?
What's the outcome of those games?
That's a good point. That's a good question. See, he added to it.
If it's a win, like I'm gonna take those scoop and score. If we still win, I'm gonna do it. I need my credit because quarterback can ball out the next one. How often does the lineman get to scoop and
Okay,
score?
so
Never.
that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
But if it's like games on the line, like if that was the only touchdown I picked up, and those 2 sacks like got 2 scores for them, then obviously the other
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Respect. What would you rather see from your lineman? Scoop and score or protecting the quarterback?
Protect.
Yeah, I know.
He's conservative me because that's why I was so happy to get the 2-point conversion that I got.
All right, let's see. Walk-off offensive score or game-ending defensive stop?
Game-ending defensive stop.
know it.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm a defensive player. That's why too. Like, yeah, definitely. Because there's so much more momentum. People like rush the field from it. and
Okay.
whatnot. And I was a little salty because KP did that to us. The walk-off like offensive score, like he threw a touchdown pass like 4 seconds, 8 seconds left on the clock, and it's
tip
off.
drill.
Yeah, off of the tip. I was mad at him. He ran up, yelled at us, "Get off my field!" I was like, "Oh, you did not do that. You did not just do us like that."
I thought we were friends,
Yeah.
bro.
I clowned. I was like, "Look at your stats." I was like, he threw like 2 picks or a pick and was like 5 for 25 after
man.
1 touchdown off the tip. So I was like, "Bro, look at the stats. You guys." I was like, "That's not a get off my field like win. That's a good game. I just escaped by win."
I love. Yeah,
But
thanks for
definitely
being on the field.
defensive
Yeah.
stop for sure though, like that.
All right, respect. The Price is Right or Jeopardy?
Price is Right.
Price is Right, probably.
I'm Jeopardy. Rest in peace, Alex Trebek. You know what I'm saying? Surprise gift or surprise trip?
I'll probably go gift. I'm lazy. I don't want to move nowhere. I'll be real hard. The gift, the trip is there.
A trip could be a restaurant. As we're going out to dinner, we're going to a movie.
Yeah, those are
It's
what
a
type of
surprise, so
gift.
you don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
like
true.
I said, the gift, like
That's what.
Yeah, that's
see,
true.
that's my guy.
Yeah, he's smart.
That's smart.
I'm gonna be.
I'm not a gambler neither.
Take me nowhere.
Yeah.
I'd rather just give it.
Give me the bad news first if that's what it is.
I'm
Yeah,
like an introvert at the same time.
I'm with
And
that,
so
bro.
I'd stay back. Give me the surprise gift.
I'm with it.
Surprise trip could be the surprise gift though.
Oh,
you
double
know, you
dip.
see,
See?
you see?
That's good thinking. All right. Would you? This one's a little sport, so I'm thinking I know the answer. But meet your favorite athlete or meet your favorite actor.
Athlete. Like, yeah, if you talk like, yeah, athlete for sure. My favorite athlete is Fletcher Cox from the Eagles. I'm super biased because I'm an Eagles fan, but yeah, he's a dog. So
Okay.
I'd probably meet him.
What about an actor that played a football player? That'd be dope.
Maybe Adam Sandler. With
Yeah.
That's what my boy Kyle, number 7, looked. He came out with the neck roll. Oh, I lost it.
That's hilarious, dude.
Were you there when Rome started acting like the water boy?
Mm-hmm.
He started screaming like the water boy. And Kyle got the handoff, and he ended up trucking one of our own players in the Demons game. And then you just heard Rome running on the sideline, just making the Bobby Boucher, and he was just like, "Rrr," and I started dying. I was like, bro.
Water sucks.
Yeah,
It really, really sucks. Gatorade.
But yeah, if it was an actor that was over there, definitely Adam Sandler.
I'm with that. All right. Flip flops or slides?
Slides.
Slides. I'm rocking slides right now.
Respect.
Socks and slides. That's we gang. All right. Dine in or takeout?
Depends where we dining in.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I say, hey, we're going to Red Robin. I need my bottomless fries there. You know, we can't take them home.
No.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna go take out because you can just kick it in the comfort of your own home.
Right.
And it would depend on where it is.
You could watch the game. You could throw on the TV. I'm
Yeah.
with that, bro. All right. Awesome. Well, now my favorite question gets everybody every time. It's my intel question. Who in the AzCFL has the best uniforms? You can't say the Hawks.
I was gonna say.
And who has the ugliest uniforms?
I'm not gonna comment on the ugliest one.
Oh, I need you to comment on it, bro.
I'll let him comment. I'll say the best. He can say the worst. Because as an owner, I don't want to do that.
All right, that's fair. I'm giving you the pass because you're an owner.
I'm an owner player, so I'm not gonna do it. But the best uniforms, I think, definitely Ed with the Rebels. Like just all the concepts he has, like those are super dope. And then with the different helmets, like that goes with it. Those are the best in my opinion.
Okay.
Worst, like you can talk on the worst. I'm not gonna. Apparently, mine are the worst with the damn helmet.
That's why
We got the worst helmet. We got the worst uniform set, bro.
So if we're going worst, I'll say mine's the worst. I'm humble. I'm not gonna talk about it. Go ahead. Because I will not. Get in the owner's chat later. Everyone's be like, "Oh, why'd you really? That's how you feel, Big Blue?" No.
Jesse put me on the spot. They already know. I'm like, hey, someone comes to my booth, I gotta kill him. You know what I'm saying? With the uniform question.
I'll probably just say the Scorpions.
Really? For real?
Yeah, I mean, their colorway is cool, but like
I like the
jerseys
uniform. I feel
are
like
kinda-
that's definitely not the worst.
They're like old, Titan or no,
They're like Oilers.
Oilers. That's what it was.
I like their uniforms.
I like their colorways. I'm not saying I like their uniforms, but I like their colorways.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
I feel like I'm not gonna say the Tide got the worst. I just feel like theirs is like the plainest. The Tides and the Bucks are just the plainest. Like I get the Ohio State theme or whatever, but
Yeah.
like
I can say the same about us with the Seahawks look.
we have more going on.
They just dropped the C. Yeah, the
theirs is
Hawks.
bland.
Yeah, you feel me?
On top of that, we're not the same green. You feel me?
Yeah, I like it. It's like an electric green.
Nor the same blue. We're midnight blue. Seahawks is navy blue.
Mm.
So it
Oh, yeah,
is a
that's
difference
true.
when you put them two side to side.
Those are different. All right, well, good to know. And now let's get to the crowd. The comments are booming. Bobby
really?
Brown Jr. says, "Look at my guys."
Oh yeah, that's old man Gauto.
Look,
The vegan who we bullied him into getting chicken wings. I feel bad about that.
I'll tell you guys, I'm talking about some cauliflower wings. Bro, you better go home.
Cauliflower wings.
I love you, Bobby.
Hey, I try to be healthy, but yeah, now you gotta go chicken wings. Shouts to Andrew Jones, who's the voice of the disclaimer. He says he wants to redo the disclaimer. Why, Andrew? What's not broken, you don't fix. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could re-record it. It sounds great. Charles Gant, he says he's the best tight end in the league. What do you think about that?
Is that Bones from the Reapers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big Stepper.
That's who that is.
87?
Popped up.
Yeah, number 87. He is this year. His numbers wise, yes, this year for sure.
This year.
But as a thing, how many teams use a tight end? If we're gonna go like all around tight end, I'm DeAndre from the Phantoms, number 33, or Jason McKnight on the Bucks. I'm gonna pick them over, but they don't get the ball like that. The thing is of this year, Charles has had the best hands on the Reapers.
Yeah, he has.
Like when you're the best receiving person, like if there was a receiver doing better than him, I guarantee they wouldn't use the tight end either. But I'll say ultimately as a tight end, like he's having the best season as one. Yeah, he's the best one this year. But if we go over the past few years, he wasn't really getting the love like that. Like Jason McKnight was the guy. DeAndre Roberts was the guy. But he's a shout out to him. I always BS with him back and forth. Like,
Yeah, no, shouts to him. He shows love. I always love the engagement. He's always, checking it out.
Yeah, no, he's good. Like, this year, hell of a season.
Yeah, and they're
Shout
balling
out
out.
to
So
him. Yeah, but he has like what
He
4
balled
or
out
5
when he played
touchdowns.
against us.
best
He
of
got the
luck.
walk off touchdown.
So let's see. Chris Leslie Vale says, much love, Big Blue, and BJ hold
That's
that
number
ish down
56,
for us.
the one that's
So I get,
that,
Okay.
you know.
Jonte say, my dog, Big Bob.
Yeah, that's the reason why I did the Big Bob shirt. Him and Rome kept saying, Big Bob, and so I put it on a shirt that said Big Bob, like on the like
Varsity
my
Blues or
undershirt,
whatever?
Yeah.
Or, no, it's Billy Bob. That's Billy Bob. My bad.
They're calling it off of Harold and Kumar.
Oh,
At least
okay.
That's what I said it is for Harold and Kumar and Guantanamo Bay.
Okay.
Big Bob and the prison scene.
Jonte's going on my outfit. He says, I'm dressed like Scuba Steve right now. Hey, Jonte is a mighty duck, all right? Respect. And there's some maybe not so friendly imagery on this, so
Yeah.
it's for, it's for the media, the networks, bro. Get off me. How's the leg? All right, and then James Franchise says,
Helmets suck. Is that what he said?
no, I said no quitting. Oh, I think he was talking about when we were talking
He's
about the
talking
Titans.
about the Titans.
Yeah.
He hates. He won't let no team. He's a part because he's been a part of the Ravens. They
Yeah.
thugged it out all the time, and I'm glad the owner. I forgot his name. He got back. Like I know he was in the hospital and down bad and whatnot, but the team still thugged it out and pushed through when they were doing the same thing that the Titans. I mean, they had less numbers. This was back when they would let you just show up with 12 guys to play and do it. And so he was part of the Ravens, and that's why he's like, I did it every week. There was no quitting us, so he's big on that.
For sure.
So-
Respect. Well, we moved on from that franchise, so. All right, AC Cass, he says, I'm the reason we didn't make the playoffs. My knee was good. We would have went. If my knee was good, we would have went. Promise. So I'm saying, I guess if his knee was good.
Yeah, he had a big catch and whatnot, but he's playing at 60%. He has like a mild tear in his knee, if I'm not mistaken. Like he shouldn't be playing. I was telling him, I was like, bro, like
That's
I love it.
else
I love the like
who was
competitiveness
underrated.
and whatnot.
Who?
Is definitely
Yeah, him too. Like I've
definitely
challenged that.
underrated, bro. AC is.
We have like one of the better
AC&T,
receiving cores
yeah.
too, but if we can get them the damn ball, it's the problem. But like he's a dog. He was playing with the Spartans for a while, playing running back and like slot and whatnot over there. But yeah, he had a big catch in that game, and he came down. His knee wasn't healthy and buckled, so he couldn't really get up and go. If he was healthy, he catches that and he scores, and
Yeah,
it's
he would've
way different
scored.
dynamic of the game.
Definitely.
Zach Salzman says, Hawks up.
That's my guy. Yeah, he's gonna come over. Like, shout him out. He's like one of the best DNs I think in the league right now. He tore his calf. He tore his calf.
No
he's
thanks.
hoping to be back by playoffs within a couple weeks, but he's still unsure. He and I were always talking about we disrespected the game. We got up right off the couch, out of shape, and was just like, we can still do it. And
We
here we
ain't
are,
here.
like, But yeah, he's super good, and he won't come over. I keep telling him to come be a Hawk. That's why I'm steady recruiting. But
You got the whole offseason to work on your
Yeah.
sales pitch, bro.
Yeah.
DeAnthony Netofilm. Sorry if I can't pronounce your last name, but DeAnthony. So he said you guys sleep on the Silverbacks jerseys. I like them. I think they're dope.
I do.
I
Like-
would like them metallic numbers, bro. For any team that has a metallic numbers, bro, that I need to take them off because it's hard to see
Yes.
in the daytime games, and it's hard to see. And when the sun hits y'all's numbers a certain way, bro, it's serious.
Yeah, let me actually give a shout out to Kirk Sparks on the Phantom. 2 weeks in a row, he got an interception, and he made it on the far end of the field. So I thought it was Jaden, number 24, but it was him both times. So I got to give him his respect. But like you said, right when the lights hit his
It's
number,
hard to see you guys' numbers, so
I like their
It-
numbers too.
they're cool.
I like it, but it's.
I just don't
it's
think-
hard to give people like, oh, we.
I
man,
mean,
somebody
I'll be
else-
honest,
somebody
it's
else's
like hard to-
touchdown. No, it's really yours. Like,
It's
Yeah.
hard to pick
That's
that
your number.
over a concept like Ed. Like he's literally the Oregon Ducks. Like the way the uniform setup, like how many different combinations and changing up the helmet every week. You know how hard it is. I catch him at games. Like he's bringing all the helmets in on like the back of his truck, and they're putting them together before a game.
Yeah, that's
like,
wild.
Like every week. So it's like the dedication that takes. He definitely earns the respect of. He's got the best
Yeah,
uniform.
Silverbacks, don't. Like,
They're
y'all
good.
got
There's a
nice
lot of
jerseys,
uniforms
bro.
I like
Don't
in
get
this
it twisted.
league.
Y'all's jerseys are nice, but I like those black ones. Seriously.
Yeah,
those
and
are
I like
cool.
the silver look too, like that silver and the black helmet. Like it's super good, but I just think Ed has definitely earned that title. Like,
For sure. And then, Bobby said you guys are going crazy next year. Sergio Luna said Owls black jerseys was nice.
They're-
yeah.
they're-
I like the Owls
like
jerseys
those.
too.
Yeah, it's cool. The ode to Maryland, the shield on the top. That's dope. T Wavy said Cap'n 31.
Oh, sure what you, I'm
I
what
don't
he's talking about.
What I'm
I was probably saying that you weren't really, or you was probably trying to clown you, how they like want to give you BS about you being a safety or covering him or something.
All right.
About out of position. It depends on what we have to see at what
We gotta
point.
see.
Yeah, when y'all see it, they're all in here. But then trying to think who else is T-Wavy, smile emoji. Some of these are just out of context, so it's like at the time.
He knows what I'm talking about him. Like he's underperformed this year.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't based on him. It's like we haven't got him the ball, and I've taken full accountability for not even reaching out to him. I was like, hey man, if you come back, I want you back because he's one of the best receivers I think in the league. But it's like we haven't given him that love.
For sure.
He didn't get it, and the opportunities that he did get, he didn't all the ways capitalize. And again, we have a shifted line every week and a different quarterback. We don't know who's going to be the quarterback next week. No receivers have gotten chemistry with any of our quarterbacks besides 15 before he went down.
For sure. All right. Well, running a little late here on time. I want to thank you guys for coming out, man.
Thank you for having us.
It's really cool to get to meet you guys. Like I said, I've seen the comments on Red Zone. Yeah. I've seen the face.
Yeah.
I've seen the presence on and off the field. So I'm like, all right, this is dope that you reached out and we were able to connect. And
yeah, no, I like it. I like everything that's going on. It's cool. It needs more to be publicized more. I'm definitely gonna try to help share it on every platform.
I appreciate that,
make
man.
The league better in all aspects.
That's what it's about. We talk about, from the product inside out, the buy-in process, from starting a team. You want everybody to be hyped, ready, involved,
Like, we're definitely ahead of, I think, a lot of the other semi-pro leagues across, the nation because I don't know any semi-pros that are having a talk show. And it's like ESPN for our semi-pro. It's like, there ain't no one doing that. It's like, we're definitely above and beyond with that.
Respect, And
so that's why I was like, shout out to you and being dedicated. I don't know if you're getting paid to do this or not, but if you're not, hey, the fact that you're putting on for the AzCFL the way you are, or AzCFL the way you are.
Yeah, man, that's why I appreciate. That's all it's about, man. Like, my thing is that I have a passion for media, and it's all about you guys are the product. Without you guys, I wouldn't have anything to do. So it's more so appreciative for you guys. You guys
cool.
Put your body on the line. Like I said, y'all crazy for playing football because it's a different animal for sure. So I respect to the highest levels for you guys, and to be able to take time out of your Thursday nights to come chop it up with me, it's very appreciated.
Yeah, cool. I hope the rest of the league catches wind of this and reaches out more and does it. Maybe get a couple nights a week type deal, like how ESPN really does.
Yeah, we're trying, man. It's definitely.
Cause it's hard to do over a 10-week season. You got 17 teams. Like this year's how you gonna fit. Oh, that's a thing.
Right. So we're gonna try and expand, keep it going throughout the off season. Teams have workouts. They have the 7-on-7s.
Scout and whatnot. And see,
and then you're talking about these out of state games. Maybe we could report on those.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So there's definitely content and opportunities. Yeah, sky's the limit for sure. So again, I want to thank you guys coming on. It was awesome meeting you guys. It adds a little thrill for me as the broadcaster because once I get to know you guys on a personal level, it's kind of like seeing the friend or seeing a familiar face out there opposed to just a name on a sheet. And I'm like, oh, okay, he made the tackle, he made the stop.
Cool.
But now it's
interactive, oh, hey, shout out to him for making that.
Right, and then it's like, oh yeah, he just got back from Cali. He hates the sand. There's actual.
It's not dry announcing.
Exactly, for sure.
That's why you and JR be killing it. Shout out to JR.
Appreciate it. JR's my guy, man. Again, I give all the praise to.
When I go to the games of the week, I'll be seeing y'all coming out the press, but I always like to give JR some BS. The way he's got the voice to be an announcer. Just he can make golfing sound interesting.
That's why I recruited him. I see potential in everything.
Right.
But again, I want to thank you guys for coming on. Episode of Intel. This is wrapping up the regular season. It's crazy to think that next week,
it's playoffs.
Predicting the playoffs, and you being around the league and the semi-pro circuit for a while, you definitely know how the excitement ramps up and it becomes a whole new season.
I can't wait for it. Really, I hope we're getting to play in those days. I don't want to watch. I want to be a spectator and go fishing, but. If so Scorpions help me out here. Sorry, I was. But
so I stay neutral. But best of luck.
Fingers crossed. I swear.
So with that, man, I want to thank you guys again for Cactus Media X. Stay tuned throughout the week. Saturday we have game of the week: Arizona Spartans versus the Phoenix Outlaws. You guys have a game against the West Valley Titans.
4 p.m. at Cortez. I need all my people to pop out.
Well, then I'll be there. Obviously. Before
you got to prep.
Yeah, I got to prep. So I owe you guys. That's my rule. You guys come on my show, I owe you guys to come watch you play. Even though I've watched you guys play, I definitely owe you guys. So I'll be there, catch you guys. Are you suiting up or are you just coaching?
I'm suiting up. I'm playing.
Big Blue is suiting up. Am I gonna see the blue? I'm bringing blue Powerade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So Titans be prepared for it.
Hey.
what I'm saying, quench your thirst or whatever.
Right.
But all right, so yeah, for AzCFL Intel episode 14, season 2, BJ Harris, Robert Big Blue
Yeah.
of the Arizona Hawks.
AKA Big Bob, as John T. would
Big
say.
Bob, as John T would say. I am Jesse Burke. This is Cactus Media X and the AzCFL for AzCFL Intel. Signing off.
Any other use of this telecast, or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Cactus Media X or Arizona Cactus Football League's consent